Happy Monday, and thanks for being here as we're starting off this week on the 8th. Yes, the 8th already day of September. A beautiful day to be happy and enjoy some absolutely stunning weather that is going to continue to roll right on. I mean the shortest, which is, I think, is you've been here as long as you have. No, that means it's of the sweetest of forecasts. A couple of words. I mean, really describes an entire day. Literally 4 or 5 at the most. I mean, it's just that wide. And, when it's this, it's something else. Temperatures fluctuate a little, sure, but after we picked up what was in totality here at the newsroom, 2.63 inches of rain to be exact over the course of the heavy downpours since I saw you last. Well, we've got a little rain. We could use some more, don't get me wrong, but there are no mention of rain, shower, storms, or anything in your entire 7-day. Just absolutely sunny, clear skies all the way around. Yep, more detail in just a few moments. So, as far as Henry's Hot Dog Company is concerned, nothing really new to report, and that pains me more than you could ever imagine to say. With the exception, I can add this. We are hopeful to cross a major hurdle tomorrow, one that has been standing in our way now for a few weeks. And with that, maybe by the end of this week, I can actually put a somewhat firm, if not very hard, opening date out there. We are getting closer. We're still doing things. We're still just waiting for a couple of pieces of approval. We're starting to put food orders together and things of that nature. And as such, we are still taking job applications. I've had several submitted, still needing a couple of supervisors out there, to be perfectly honest, preferably someone with some experience, of course, in the fast food industry to some degree. But job applications can be picked up here at the Syersville Independent office every weekday, Monday through Friday, and returned here. We're also using Lee's Famous Recipe as a drop-off and pick-up spot as well. So wherever you may be, pick one up if you want to be a part of the hopefully growing Henry's Hot Dog Company family. And again, I hope to be able to give you something more finite before the week's end. A lot of news to talk about before we go any further, and I still have some good stories that I've already referred to on a couple of occasions that are coming up this week, but covering all of our bases tonight and getting caught up from over the weekend. It was a happy day for everyone today, weather-wise. It was a little happier day for some other folks in Kentucky, in the viewing area, and in other states. I'm talking about the Powerball jackpot. Yeah, viewing area. Big ticket sold. This, of course, all part of the jackpot that had been rolling over for months and came in at $1.787 billion with a B dollars Saturday night, which, of course, is going to be split between winners. 2 tickets, one in Texas, one in Missouri. But while they were the biggest, most certainly, they weren't the only winners. Absolutely not. A $50,000 ticket was sold at Food Mart in Louisville. A $50,000 ticket was sold online at kylottery.com. Also in Kentucky, in Louisa, right here at the cash stop across from the Kentucky Fried Chicken, a $100,000 winner was sold during Saturday's drawing. Now, they've sent out congratulations online and as well to their winners. We think we know who they are. We've seen some family congratulating them and heard of, but we have right now our editor and our manager at the Big Sandy News in Louisa reaching out to them directly to see if they wanted to talk about their big winnings. A $100,000 winning ticket sold at this cash stop in Louisa. Congratulations, man. That is life-changing. And they weren't the only ones. I mean, during this big run of the Powerball, there were, and it's been going on for weeks, but there were big tickets sold in Kentucky. A number of them, anywhere from $50,000 up to $1 million. And then, of course, there were those 2 lucky people, one in Missouri, one in Texas, who split the nearly $1.8 billion Saturday. Now going on to some Magoffin County headlines. A man who once served as state representative for Magoffin and Knott counties as well for a number of years has passed away. Ansel Hard Rock Smith had services held in his honor earlier today. Our former state representative, Ansel Hard Rock Smith, at the age of 79, passed away on this past Thursday, serving the 92nd District, which, of course, is made up, and it's been of different counties or parts of counties, of course, over the years, but as well including Magoffin and Knott counties. Services were held in his honor just earlier today. Ansel survived by his brother Bobby Ray, sisters as well, Betty Watts and Bonnie Smith, and a couple of nephews and a niece, I believe. And he was elected to the Kentucky House of Representatives and served from 2003 to 2011. He was first elected in 2002 after defeating the incumbent at the time, Philip Childers, in the primary in May. And then he was defeated for the Democratic nomination again when he ran in 2010 by the man who would go on, of course, to take the seat for a few terms, that being John Short. I had a family member come into the office today with a missing person report. I'm still waiting to find out if they have officially filed one with local authorities, but nevertheless, they've last seen their loved one, or was last seen on Sunday the 24th. So it's been a number of days. I've got that coming up in just a few seconds. Some other important courthouse notes as well. Video voyeurism. A man over in Johnson County charged with some very serious sex-related crimes involving a young person. And, of course, a new calendar for a new week and much more, so please stay tuned. You know what tomorrow is? It's Dipper Day at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe, one of the best of 7 days of the week where you can get a Dipper meal, big chunks of juicy, crispy white meat, 2 famous homemade sides and a biscuit for just $6.79 plus tax. Dipper Day every Thursday at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Welcome to the best sales, the best service, and the best selection in the viewing area and Eastern Kentucky. It's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, where they have big specials on big name brands every month. And as always, brake jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and conleytire.net. One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6651.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
While often helpful, did you know that popular non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen and naproxen and others increase your risk of having a heart attack or stroke, as well as other internal issues? And those risks are significantly higher with prolonged use and higher dosages. Find out all you need to know about common concerns and cautions and options when you stop by and talk to a Parkway Pharmacy pharmacist in Sayersville.
Youth.
Experience.
Modern solutions to modern problems.
Proven solutions to legal problems.
An emerging face in the courtroom.
A known presence in the courtroom.
Together, we are multifaceted.
Together, we will do right by you.
If you are having any legal issues at all, just relax and call Max.
If a car wreck is causing you pain, just pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
The McGoffin County Sheriff's Department made a traffic stop. Traffic was actually already stopped, that being the vehicle in question. Since I saw you last, they thought it may have been a motorist assist upon pulling over behind the vehicle, which was stopped alongside the Mountain Parkway, I believe it was. They began to question a driver and a passenger. The male, facing a litany of charges. He was actually wanted on 4 outstanding warrants, 1 a felony indictment warrant. He also faces new charges of trafficking and drug possession and the like, and as did his passenger. It was about 2 o'clock on Sunday morning when the Sheriff's Department was on patrol, actually west on Kentucky 114 is where they were, when they saw a vehicle sitting on the left shoulder and a woman walking around the vehicle. Assuming it was a motorist assist, they turned around, pulled up to the rear of the vehicle, and made contact with the female, asked if she was all right, continued to ask them further questions. Initially saw what appeared to be a male in the driver's seat, and then later he had moved to the passenger seat of the vehicle. He was asked to get out, and they were both continued to be questioned, asked if there was anything illegal on them or in their car. After being able to search the vehicle, they did find a number of items that were then put into part of the investigation. They found a container with a small latching lid that was located under the driver's seat, disguised to be part of the seat switch. In it, about 12 grams of methamphetamine, small bags for the resale of drugs, a metal container with some small bags of residue, spoons, straws, needles, and the like. And as such, Maria Yates of Moorhead was charged with trafficking in the first degree for meth, possession of drug paraphernalia, and operating a vehicle on an expired license. As for Roger Cheney, he was charged with trafficking for meth, as well as giving false information to authorities, criminal littering for throwing the drugs and or containers out onto the ground, tampering with physical evidence, as well as a number of other charges. And he was also served with a total of 4 outstanding warrants, one a felony indictment warrant for what appeared to be an assault over a land or property dispute in Pike County. Also, since I saw you last, the Magoffin County woman was found what appeared to be attempting to hide behind pizza boxes after burglarizing a Magoffin County business. The Magoffin Sheriff's Department says that relatively early Friday night, around 9:30 or so on US 460 at the Elk Creek BP, 911 got a call from the alarm company, and authorities quickly responded. And as soon as they pulled in, they saw that the front glass had been busted out of the door and that there was a lid taken off of a trash can and thrown through it. That's what someone had used to burglarize and enter the building. Once the authorities went in, they noticed wet footprints that led them to the back of the building, and as they continued to follow them, they saw a pair of shoes that had left the wet footprints, the shoes moving by whoever was wearing them, who was standing under some pizza boxes. After verbal commands were given to come out, they removed the boxes and found an Amanda Helton, 44, of Sagersville, hiding behind them. She was described as very incoherent, slurred speech, and talking in broken sentences, and was arrested for criminal mischief in the first, burglary in the third, and public intoxication. And the Paintsville Police Department says that this man has been charged with possession of matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor, age of somewhere between 12 to 18 years, as well as a count of video voyeurism and tampering with physical evidence as the investigation is ongoing. According to their citations, they say that the female victim, a teenage victim, found images and videos of herself on another individual's phone, a number of files that were captured illegally in private areas of the man's residence. Last Saturday, the Paintsville PD were contacted by the mother of a teenager, saying that the teenager had found nude photographs and videos of herself linked to an account that belonged to the phone of this man, alleged to be 43-year-old Henry J. Richer of Paintsville, Kentucky, saying that the daughter had discovered all of this that was taken of her, including while she was in the shower and changing clothes. And it appeared to be from at least one or several possibly hidden cameras inside his residence. And while the victim was being interviewed by authorities, the mother of the victim actually received a text or numerous texts from Richer admitting to the acts and apologizing for doing them. And of course, those texts were showed to police. After which authorities got a search warrant for his home. He was contacted along with his wife, who was present, and he voluntarily turned his cell phone over and also led authorities to a number of security cameras which he had already dismantled and taken down, he said, in anticipation of authorities arriving at any time. And before police left with him to take him to the Big Sandy, he admitted to installing the hidden cameras in the home with the purpose of recording the 15-year-old, and had admitted to doing so for about a year and a half. He's currently charged with possession of matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor 12 to 18 years of age, video voyeurism, and tampering with evidence. A little football to talk about real quickly, a missing person to share with you in just a few seconds as well. Right now, though, it's time for the McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar of the evening and a very special birthday to begin. Yeah, this is at least the second time in just about as many weeks that I've had the opportunity and privilege to say happy birthday to someone who had met or was past the century mark, and in both occasions, well, I'd wish these ladies had birthdays before. And tonight it is Lula Mae Howard, and Lula Mae from a whole lot of family and friends, and Marlene and everyone at the Senior Citizen Center. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Happy, the happiest of 100 birthdays to you, Lula Mae Howard. Happy birthday to you. Big Fish Fries tomorrow, 5 to 8 at the District 3 Fire Department. This is a takeout event, obviously. Stop by, get your fish, go up to the Battlefield Park. It's a great place to sit and have a bite and enjoy a wonderful meal. And they're going to be doing it tomorrow from 5 to 8. It's just $9, and just for $1 extra, you can get a drink. Sagersville High School class of 71 celebrating their big high school reunion or anniversary this coming Saturday at the before-mentioned Half Mountain Civil War Park. They hope that you'll join them for their 54th this time around. If you have any questions, contact Patty at 884-8151 or 496-7097. Laurie, sorry, lost my train of thought there for a second. It happens. North McGoffin Fire Department's got a big horse show down at the horse park this Saturday the 13th. You are invited. Great venue, cheap, fun, very inexpensive entertainment, great food, and you know how that works, as you do the calendar. And from there, we'll go on to tonight's funeral service announcements there, brought to you nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. And tonight, we have to mention the passing of 81-year-old Dorala Arnett Barnett, who passed away Saturday. Daughter of the late Harold and Monty Arnett. She's survived by her daughter Twyla Blanton and her grandsons Connor Blanton and Mason Howes, a very special niece as well, Tammy Harden. Services in her honor are going to be held tomorrow at 2 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. She was preceded in death by her husband Homer and daughter Sonja Barnett Howes, and brother J.B. Williams, as well as a sister Nana Walters. Again, services tomorrow at 2 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home Chapel.
I wonder, could this be our last trip together? What if I upset him? He might never call again. But what if I don't say anything?
Hey, Dad. Is something wrong?
Actually, are you okay?
If someone you know or love is struggling, contact Big Sandy Healthcare today.
It's just the perfect spot to grab lunch, a snack, something sweet, pick up your meds, or have them brought to you curbside. It's your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy that's been proud to serve you and your families for over 100 years. And now on their already incredible menu, fresh baked goods from the Daily Bread. Frazier's Prater Drug Store, 349-3135.
Please welcome John Heater, John Christ, and Efren Ramirez.
That gets a tots from us.
Yes.
For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
I was contacted today by a family of Bob Gibson, little Bob Gibson, and they are considering him right now a missing person. They've reached out to local authorities in Magoffin as well as in Johnson, where he was last seen. He was last seen after being released from the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center Sunday the 24th, walking from the jail as he had done before, but this time not reaching, they don't believe, his final destination. I've been contacted today by a couple of at least members of the family of Bob Gibson, little Bob Gibson, who was, they say, last known to be seen a week ago yesterday, walking from the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. He'd been put in the jail the night before on a public intoxication charge and was walking home the next day, as he has done before. But after being seen leaving the jail, he's not been seen since, as far as the family is concerned. So they're asking for your help. Any information you could have. He's about 4'10", a little over 100 pounds, probably green eyes, gray balding hair, and 61 years of age. Loretta, his sister, I believe, has listed her phone number for one to call, and you can do so at 349-1193. Well, we know what happened Friday, right around the time I was wrapping up the program. Shortly thereafter, showers, downpours, storms, all adding up to over 2.5 inches by the time they ended into your Saturday. We needed the rain. Didn't really need the postponement, as a lot of things, specifically a lot of Friday night football, was picked up and played on your Saturday. And that's what happened with the Magoffin County Hornets after a win over Rowan County, 20-13, coming out of the date and just getting edged out by Floyd Central by 2 points. They hosted Perry Central in their home opener in a Saturday game. They resumed on Saturday. Final score was 8-39. Just real quickly, checking out football from the viewing area, the Eagles of Central are rolling 3 wins in a row, 48-6 over Letcher, 15-14 over Madison County, and 46-21 over Belfry. Now, by the way, the Hornets are next hosting West Carter this Friday night. The Johnson Central Golden Eagles are hosting Pikeville. Paintsville and the Tigers, they're also 3 games and 3 wins in, 36-14 over Floyd Central, 55-6 over Bath County, 14-0 over Eminence. They are on the road this coming week, headed to Russell. And in Bulldog football, 3 games in, 3 wins in, 35-7 over Martin County, 57-30 over Garrett, 24-21 over Blazer, Ashland Blazer, of course. And the Bulldogs are hosting North Laurel this Friday night. What will the weather be like by then? Awesome, because between now and the next 7 days, it's nothing but awesome. In fact, I should have just put awesome on the screen. It's that awesome. We're due, right? 50 degrees tonight, clear, calm winds. We topped out at 77 here at the studio in downtown earlier today. Started off at 48, well, 49 degrees, we will call it. And we're going to hit right around 49, 50 again tonight. Nothing but clear skies and calm winds afoot. And check this out. I mean, there's just not much more you could really ask for, unless it's just a different, wonderful scenario. If summer is your thing, and of course some of us still trying to hold on to that. But I mean, there's no complaints to be had here. So again, tomorrow and Wednesday, mid-upper 70s. We might crack the 80-degree mark, maybe even Wednesday, but definitely I think Thursday. Sunny, clear. Sunny, mostly clear. Sunny, clear. I mean, it's 3 words, covers the whole forecast for days. Very short 3 words and beautiful conditions to go along with it. So again, nighttime lows tonight, 50. Tomorrow night, a little bit more mild, 54. We do take a hit for nighttime lows, not daytime highs, and maybe fall back to the under 50 mark on your Wednesday night, and then 50 again for Thursday night. And then as we flip the script here in just a second, into your Friday, your Saturday, and your Sunday, and then this time next week, it is absolutely just as nice. Another beautiful, beautiful, nice, mild weekend staring right at us. And we'll start it off pre-weekend, Friday, 81, sunny, clear. Saturday, 82, 52, sunny, mostly clear. You get the trend, right? 83 and sunny on your Sunday, 83 and sunny on your Monday, and still, again, almost crystal clear skies start to finish. Again, yes, we still need some rain to kind of make up for the rain that we saw was the first in about a month, real rain. Things were getting crispy and dusty out there. That 2.5 inches did help, but a little more, well, it's not in the next few days, but it'll be around. That's it. Still some big news and some good news to be able to share with you that we'll be putting together some of our sponsors and big members of the medical community and other educational community and some things. So be sure and stay with us. I'll be here tomorrow night for the next edition, and I hope to see you then.